Hey everyone, ready to conquer the IELTS?
From the comfort of home.
Yeah, exactly. We're diving deep into how to take IELTS preparation at home.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
And it's packed with some seriously smart strategies.
Yeah, sure.
We're going to unlock those secrets today.
Sounds good. Let's map out a plan to totally crush the IELTS.
Love that energy.
I mean, think about it. Acing the IELTS isn't just about perfect grammar or a massive vocabulary.
Right.
It's about strategy.
Totally.
Knowing the game plan. This source really nails it.
Okay.
Before you even think about cracking open a textbook, get familiar with the 4 sections. Listening, reading, writing, and speaking.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's like scouting out the competition.
I love that analogy. It's like imagine walking into a cooking competition
Yeah.
with zero clue what you're supposed to make, right?
Right.
Knowing the format, what's coming at you, it helps you actually focus on sharpening those skills.
Exactly. You can tailor your prep.
Okay, so we've got the lay of the land. But how do we actually build a solid study plan from there?
Well, the source suggests this killer 3-step approach.
All right, lay it on me.
First, honestly assess your current English level. No sugarcoating.
Okay, brutal honesty. I like it.
It's the only way to know where to start. Second, get super clear on your goal. What score are you shooting for?
Gotcha.
And finally, and this is huge,
Yeah?
schedule dedicated study time. Not just squeezing it in whenever, but actual appointments with yourself to study.
That makes total sense.
Yeah.
But life gets crazy, right? How do we make sure we stick to the plan?
Discipline.
Oh, the dreaded D word.
I know. But seriously, think of it like training for a marathon. You wouldn't just, run once a month and expect to cross the finish line, right?
Oh, no.
It's all about consistency.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Even just 30 minutes a day, every single day, it's way more effective than cramming once a week.
You're speaking my language. Consistency over intensity, for sure. So we've got the game plan, the training schedule. Now we need, the right equipment.
Gear.
Yeah, exactly. What does the source recommend for study materials?
It points to what I like to call the holy trinity of IELTS prep.
Ooh, I'm intrigued.
First, you've got the official practice tests. They're like dress rehearsals for the real deal.
Okay, gotta get those in.
Absolutely. Then there are reputable books like the Cambridge IELTS series, classics.
Yep, those are always recommended.
And finally, don't forget the absolute goldmine of free online resources. The British Council and IDP websites are amazing.
That reminds me, don't underestimate the power of community in this whole prep process.
Oh, yeah.
I had a friend who swore by online IELTS forums.
Really?
She actually picked up a trick for paraphrasing in the writing section from someone on a forum.
Wow.
That, boosted her score significantly.
No way.
It's like having this virtual study group cheering you on, sharing tips, and just, keeping you motivated.
I love that. Connecting with other people, going through the same thing can be so powerful. Okay, so now let's get tactical. Yeah, break down each section.
Let's do it.
Starting with listening. The source stresses daily practice.
Okay.
With a variety of English audio podcasts, TED Talks, even the news. It's about training your ears to decode different accents and speaking styles, because you'll hear a bunch in the IELTS.
Speaking of podcasts, any recommendations to get started? I'm always looking for new ones.
Oh, for sure. The Illusionist is fantastic for exploring the quirks of language.
Oh, I've heard of that one.
And then Stuff You Should Know covers just a huge range of topics.
Yeah.
Perfect for expanding your vocabulary.
Awesome. Okay, I'm adding those to my list. So active listening is key, right?
Right.
Not just having it on in the background while I'm doing dishes or whatever.
Exactly. Engage with the material. Take notes, even. Now, on to the reading section. The source really emphasizes, reading more. But is it really just about quantity?
Yeah, is there a magic number of pages we should be hitting per day?
Not exactly. It's more about strategic reading. You want to choose materials that mirror what you'll see in the actual IELTS exam. So think news articles, academic journals, research papers. And also, don't just passively read, Practice skimming for the main idea and scanning for specific information. You got to be a reading detective.
I remember reading somewhere that the average IELTS reader needs to get through text at a crazy speed, 250 words per minute. That even humanly possible?
It sounds intimidating, I know, but that's where those skimming and scanning skills really come in handy. It's about knowing where to look, what to focus on, not reading every single word. Practice makes perfect. All right, moving on to writing. The source really emphasizes, again, daily practice, writing on those like classic IELTS topics, education, environment, technology, all those big issues.
Got it. But what about style and structure? Like, how do we make sure our writing actually impresses the examiners?
Analyze those high-scoring model answers. They're gold. Break them down like a scientist, Look at how they structure paragraphs. Use vocabulary and just how they present their arguments.
Smart.
For example, like, notice how they use transition words like moreover or however.
Right, to like make it flow.
Exactly, to connect their ideas seamlessly. It's like reverse engineering a masterpiece.
So smart. It's like having a blueprint for success right there.
Exactly.
And speaking of tools, don't forget about all those amazing grammar and vocabulary checkers online.
Oh, yeah. Lifesavers.
They can really be lifesavers for polishing your writing and catching those pesky little errors we all make, right? I rely on those all the time.
Me too. Essential. Okay. Ready to tackle the section many dread.
Uh-oh, you mean speaking.
The one and only.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
The source recommends, you guessed it, daily English conversation practice whenever possible. Even just chatting with a friend or family member can make a difference.
Yeah, just to get those speaking muscles working.
Exactly. And use those speaking prompts from IELTS materials like your life depends on it. Practice, practice, practice.
Okay, real talk. I know everyone says to record yourself speaking, but that's always felt like super awkward to me. Does it really help?
I get it. It can feel strange at first, but trust me, it's a game changer. Hearing myself, like I used to stumble over words and say, and like constantly. Hearing myself helped me pinpoint those areas and really smooth them out.
So it's like having a personal speech coach, but without the hefty price tag.
Yeah.
I'm definitely giving that a try. So it all kind of boils down to adapting and refining as you go, right?
Yeah, exactly. The source talks about consistently tracking your progress, reviewing mistakes, and tweaking your study plan as needed. And this is so important. Don't forget to celebrate those small wins along the way. Each step forward, no matter how small, is a victory worth celebrating.
So true. And remember, setbacks are normal. They're just part of the journey. I actually read this inspiring story about someone who didn't get their desired score on their first 2 attempts at the IELTS.
Oh, wow.
But they just kept going.
That's amazing.
They refined their approach, and they aced it on the 3rd try. Persistence pays off.
Persistence is key. You've got to keep pushing, keep learning, keep believing in yourself. So remember, prepping for the IELTS from home is totally achievable. With a structured approach, the right resources, and that fire in your belly, you can absolutely conquer this.
You've laid out the ultimate roadmap for us. Now, before we wrap up, a final thought inspired by the source. If you could build your dream at-home IELTS study space,
oh, fun.
what would it look like? What elements would help you totally banish those distractions?
Yeah.
And like unleash your focus. Think about it, the perfect lighting, the ultimate noise-canceling setup, maybe even like a motivational poster or two.
I love that. It's all about setting yourself up for success. Imagine stepping into your own personal IELTS command center.
Oh, yeah.
Ready to crush those goals.
That's all for today's deep dive, everyone. We hope you feel equipped and empowered to conquer the IELTS on your own terms. Good luck on your journey.
You got this.
We're rooting for you.